You got a fetish for my love. I push you out and you come right back. Don't see a point in blaming. If I were you, I'd tell me.
Hey guys, it's your girl Real Jules here today, and today we're gonna do an FX type of makeup look from The Strain. I was really inspired because I love the show. But before that, let me tell you to stop, subscribe. It only takes 5 seconds for you to subscribe and hit that notification. Just 5 seconds, guys. And yeah, let's just start this video. And I love you guys. Do is basically start to moisturize our eyebrows because we need to get rid of the eyebrows as much as we can. Mine is a little bit medium dark type of eyebrow, so we're just gonna blend it and use that. Instead of glue, I use the eyebrow, you know, gel, and poke it, well, not poke it, but like put all my eyebrows going straight. Make sure it's flat, because when it's flat, it's an easier process to put on the makeup. So yeah, and then you just gonna let it dry. So then once it's dry, I get from the Halloween palette. I have a Halloween palette. I get the white one and I will put it on top so I can see like if I can block it a little bit more once I put on the dark foundation. So I'll just pack that right in that edge where my eyebrows are and connect them together so I can have a nice plain base. And then after that, I'll just blend it out with a beauty blend, like a makeup FX beauty blender. And yeah. Then once I'm blended, I get my darkest foundation that I have, and I will put it all over my face. Well, not all over my face, but like on top of the white that we put. We're blending in with the FX Beauty Sponge, trying to make it the same color but a little bit, you know, darker so the eyebrows can tone down. But then in between, we will set it with my NYX setting spray. So you put one layer, then I set it, then I put another layer until you see and you're happy with your results. So this is only with 3 layers. You could still see a little bit of the eyebrows, but I'm really impatient, and I know the black eyeshadow that I'm gonna put is gonna discard it from it. I'm fine with it, but if you want to make it like you're blind, like you have no eyebrows whatsoever, keep on packing the foundation until you clearly see no eyeshadow, no eyebrows at all. Or I have another different way. I'll probably do a video on how to do that. We already put our foundation on. It's basically a regular foundation, and then we set it. It does seem like I don't have eyebrows, but I already know where my eyebrows are and how they arch and everything, so I can see it myself. But it doesn't look like we have that strong of an eyebrow, so we're good. We're setting the whole entire face, because you need a set face in order to work on it. Then we're gonna get from the Milk Cosmetic that dark black and use one of the FX sponges. I was gonna use one of my brushes, but I thought it would be better if I use the square part for the sponge, so I can put it where I want to and then fix it with a brush. So this is what I'm doing right now. I'll put it all over the eyes because by the picture of the Snapchat, it has it all over the eye. And it also covered my eyebrows, so it wasn't that much of a trouble. Then I did use one of my brushes. This one doesn't have a number, but it's a blending brush. And I put it darker around the actual eye. Just a little bit more dark. Sorry, I was watching a video and my TV's on, so yeah. But yeah, I put it on the brush and blended to make it a little bit more darker around the eyes, and then the like the edge of the eyeshadow where you see, I left it there because I see in the picture that is a little bit lighter than the inside of the eye. So then I grabbed my Anastasia Beverly Hills contour palette and used the light, the medium light, and the darker shade brown to put it around the edges of where the black eyeshadow is. I blended it with the black also, so it can be a little bit seamless, and you won't see that it's literally two colors just in one area, another color in another area. So I blended it out to make it seem a little bit more depth in it, and you can see it's sunken a little bit of my eyes, so that's what I wanted to do. And then I literally put a yellow base mixed with the blue to make it a little bit more like a yellow tone, but it came out to be a little bit more darker white, some type of look. But I worked with it. I didn't have yellow. I need to get yellow eyeshadows, but this is what I worked with. So then I used an angled brush and the same black eyeshadow, and I tried to look at the picture as much as I could so I can figure out how I would do the nose. And it actually came not exactly, but like almost there to the way the length of the nose is. It also has a pointed nose, but it's also put together, and in the middle it had like a brown yellow type look. So I tried my best, and I know it's gonna be a little bit different because the nose is a little like the makeup look that I saw from the picture were very different because they have different structure of nose. Mine is small, so I had to try my best to make it as small as possible so it won't cover my whole entire nose. But with the angle brush, I did it precisely, and I did put a little bit of brown and a little bit of yellow in between so it could pop. I also put a little bit of white around the black area so it could pop and bring a little bit more dimension into it. So then we grabbed the Tarte palette in Bloom and grabbed those three shaded colors for the lips because I did see it had a little bit of grayish, brown, purplish, reddish type of look, and it was all over the lips. So I grabbed that same blending brush and I put it just all over the lips. And then I grabbed that same angle brush and I try to do a line that will look exactly the same shape as my lips because they had like lines going down on the lips to make it look like it was a frowny face, a horrible frowny face. So that's what I did. So then I looked closely to the picture and I see it had like wrinkle lines on them, and I decided just to do the wrinkle lines with the angle brush in the same black. Well, it was a grayish look from the Tarte palette, and I wrinkled my eyes so I can see the lines that were in my forehead. I swear to God, I'm getting old as hell. So I outlined those with the angle brush, and I tried my best to view the picture also how like their wrinkles were. And then I blended it. Once I blended it, I also used a little bit of white to make those wrinkles pop out as much as I can. So then we took back our contour palette and our regular contour shade. I put a little bit more darker. And instead of having it like a regular contour, I saw that their cheeks were brown, like a dark brown. So that's what I did. I put it on the cheeks, and it made my cheeks look a little bit sunken. So it gave it that effect. I blended it also so it won't be too much harsh coloring. So yeah, I just put it in there, and it did look like it was sinking my skin in a little bit, like I'm like the undead. I also put it on my forehead, well, my temples on my forehead, next to where the wrinkles were, and I just blended it seamlessly. So I also put it on my lips just to give it a little bit more depth for the brown color. And then after that, they had like a little black, like a mole, a little type of black mole on it. So I decided to do that with the angle brush in that same black shade. But yeah, guys, this is the whole entire look. I tried my best. I love doing FX makeup, and I will want you to subscribe, hit that notification button. It only takes literally 5 seconds to do it. It helps me a lot, guys. I hope you enjoy, and I love you guys, and bye.
Fetish for my love.